I don't know how we're awake. Um, so you're all very welcome. Um, we have Todor here. I'm just going to pin myself for a moment.
Wow.
Good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you. I am amazed that we have a number of people here today.
Yes.
Given the ceremony that we just did a few hours ago, and I don't know, the guys in Europe, the clocks changed here anyway, so we got an hour less sleep as well. So, and some of us didn't actually get to sleep. But anyway, so you're very welcome. And we're going to start with a morning prayer as usual and the light explosions. And then Jane is going to lead us for the next level of the Sacred Breaths of Arasatma. We call upon our beloved Almine as we gather today. May we be guided by the voice of the infinite. May each breath, each step we take, be the expression and manifestation of the deep peace that trusts in the graceful unfolding of life. May this peace ripple out throughout humanity and our beautiful earth. We are the blessed and the blessing. May we live it fully. Amen. So we're going to take a deep breath, and in this moment we're going to envision our family, our friends, our loved ones, our property, neighborhood, our country, and any country that you want to include in this light protocol, light explosion protocol. As we say, I dwell in an impenetrable sanctuary of holiness by proxy for all creatures on earth. And we begin with the light explosions. Red, magenta, amethyst, golden yellow, turquoise, emerald green, sky blue, violet, amber, apple green, aquamarine, peach, dark teal, and pearlescent white light. We are completely impervious to all hostile and invasive intent. And so it is. I'm going to hand you over to Jane.
Good morning, everyone. So we're going to continue with the Sacred Breaths of Arasatma today, and we are on the Ma Atma Suhat breaths, the breaths of evolved awareness. So great is the awareness that shall be birth when the full refrain of purity sounds on earth. Now we're focusing on the first level of these breaths, and they are the Sahunasatma, the breaths of higher consciousness. Kiarasha nanuk vaus te ara, nunit sahuna baur ana savi. When freedom from the wheel of life is attained, the birth of a higher consciousness is likewise. So we're focusing on the 144 tones of purity today. So it's quite a simple process. So one of the key things is that you need to be sitting with your spine straight. And we've got just some wheels. You may have the wheels printed out already and have them with you. So there are 4 wheels: the wheel of perpetual regeneration through trusting self-sovereignty. I'll just show that there. The wheel of the angels of Atlantis. Those are the wheels of the masculine principles or perceptions that are more electric based. We have the wheel of the angels of Lemuria. So these are the more magnetic based tones. And we have the wheel of combined realities, which brings exponential change. Then we also have 2 equations: the equation for the ceremony of incorruptibility. And the equation to combine the frequency-based DNA strand with the light-based DNA strand, because essentially that is what we are doing today. So you have the wheels in the order that I've given, and then on top of the wheels you have the 2 equations. So on top is the equation for the ceremony of incorruptibility. That is the top of our stack. And then the equation to combine the DNA is next. And then the 4 wheels: the perpetual regeneration, Atlantis, Lemuria, and the combined realities. If there's anyone here who doesn't have the printouts, well, I have them, and I am going to place them as a proxy for all of us. Okay, so while we're doing the breaths, we have a little slideshow today just to make it easier for us to focus directly on the tones. We're going to be just doing a regular, gentle breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. So the in and out breaths are like equal in length and depth, and they are to a count of 3. And as you breathe in, you're going to be reading the statement for the tone. For example, number 1 is the original patterns of existence. And then as you breathe out, as you exhale, you just study the sigil for the tone of purity. If you want to, you can move your finger across it on your screen from left to right. I had thought I might read the tones, but I think it would just be, it's actually easier, and we'll focus on the breath more by just doing it together, but silently. Okay. Okay, so Joanne, if you want to maybe bring up the slideshow. And I'm just going to say the mantra for the O2, which she has asked us to say before Arasatma. So may my body fully utilize the oxygen available to it, increasing the oxygen level in my bloodstream and by proxy, the oxygen in the waters of the earth. So we'll just do some deep breaths now, in and out. In through the nose and out through the mouth. So just getting into a kind of rhythm there with the counting to 3. It would be nice if we can, the better we synchronize our breaths, I think the better it will work as a group. So each slide will move automatically forward, and I've just set them to 8 seconds. It seemed like just a good time to facilitate taking in the tone and the sigil. Okay. And so we will have our usual music as well. Okay,
Jane, can you hear the music?
Well,
Do you
not
want me to
really.
turn it up?
Yeah, so it can be a little louder now because there won't be any speaking, so it'll just be the breathing,
And
the
just let me
slide,
know when
and the
let me
music.
know when
Okay.
you are ready for me to press play, okay? On the
Yeah.
PowerPoint. And if the volume is okay. Is that good?
Oh yeah, I think that's good. Vanessa, do you want to give us your opinion? How does it sound to you?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just read the mantra one more time, and we shall go. May my body fully utilize the oxygen available to it, increasing the oxygen level in my bloodstream, and by proxy, the oxygen in the waters of the earth. Okay, so breathing in, reading the principle. Oh, that's quite loud now, Joanne.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm turning it down a little bit there. Okay, so we can start now with the slideshow, Joanne. Okay. Just completing the ceremony by really emphasizing a final out breath. So thank you, everyone. And thank you to Almine for giving us the gift of the sacred breaths of Arasatma.
Thank you very much, Jane. And I would like to just also thank Jane and John for doing the beautiful PowerPoint, creating it for this morning. It's really wonderful. So we're just going to take a moment to just to be in that beautiful stillness. glorious this morning, Vanessa. I can't hear you. You're on mute still.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
The sunrise is coming up behind me. So, yeah, and the birds are very much alive and it's wonderful. So, okay. We're going to start on this. I may have to go off screen for a little bit as well, but we're going to start anyway. So I ask the Infinite Mother that all that we do be blended with the will of the Infinite, and those who are gathered here this morning or wherever they are in the world at this time for this gathering, that it bless their lives and all life and in whatever way they need it most, and our beloved Earth. We're going to stay in our relaxed state. And we're going to give ourselves permission to receive these holy and sacred healing frequencies. I dedicate this Kaanish Bel Vas Pata healing to all original ones on the earth right now and our beloved planet. La'at Pata, for the opening of the mind, I call upon the angel God, Rusetvi Urubak, to place your sigil within our being. Ruvekpa Ururak, for the opening of the heart, I call upon the angel God, Irunumubak, to place your sigil within our being. Kelavispava, for receptivity of the body, I call upon the angel God, Ru Ariuplava. Now I'm going to go off screen because I need to, my little holder isn't working, so I'll still be doing it with you. Elshi et prava haruspra. I call upon the angel God Kires Parvi for the healing of the subconscious mind. Luhat Verviz Uvastava for the healing of the middle mind. I call the angel God Nu Avespi. Place your sigil within Nagpahar Ustaba for the healing of the higher mind. I call the angel God Nuna Veshpi Stra Uhar. Lehabak Vesh Aruna, the balancing of masculine and feminine components in mind. I call upon the angel God Kista Baruch to place your sigil within all present. Ruabak Setelvi for clear communication between electrical and magnetic components within mind and the body. To place your sigil within all present. Rubra Nik Salva Vespi for the unconditional oneness of all minds. Vanish Malavi. Place your sigil within all present. Kalhavista Vanas for the opening of mind to infinite presence, I call upon the angel God in Heshvi to place your sigil within all present. Viru Telviz Esprava, for clarity of awareness, I call upon the angel God Lunek Vashvi to place your sigil within all present. Spuaret Nushatvavi, for establishing reference points during expansion. Uha Avastri Aha, for removing fear for survival from the middle mind, I call upon the angel God Kinesta Plava to place your sigil within all present. Rubilexva Havelhut, or removing fear for survival from the subconscious mind. I call upon the angel god Ustava. Place your sigil within all present. Alip Duanut Vestabi, for removing fear for survival from internal organs. I call upon the angel god Moon Aspi. Alchmic Sarvatu, for removing the constrictive response from muscles. I call the angel god Arestran Unit. Place your sigil within all present. Ruth Palas Vershvabi, for instilling humor into the muscle groups to promote surrender. I call the angel god Mikpa Munetvi. Partalhut Skluvekva, for removing the tendency of joints to act as an emergency response. I call the angel god Mishta Splata. Place your sigil within all present. Blue Anushpava SV, to remove the fight or flight response from internal organs. I call upon the angel god Kilpavik. Place your sigil within all present. To remove the fight or flight response from muscles, I call the angel god Bilithrekvi to place your sigil within all present. Nestu, to remove the fight or flight response from joints, I call upon the angel god B to place your sigil within all present. Paris to remove the impulse to constrict in the stomach, I call the angel god through SB. To remove fear of our vastness from the high mind, I call the angel god Nishpata to place your sigil within all present. Pal-ik Paravavu, to create the optimum ratio of density in the body, I call the angel god Kaanish Bel Vas Pata. Akanavush Erespa, to dissolve bodily matrices and patterns of obsolete reactions. I call upon the angel god Planek Davu Savuta. Place your sigil within all present. Lupas Esteval, to create a frame of reference between our heart and the infinite during our expression. Selvi Murusta, to establish the ultimate requirements of the body's resources. I call upon the angel god 3 Eshvava. Place your sigil within all present. Purusatni Uklash, to enhance power and gentleness in physical matter. I call the angel god Mufasmi. Place your sigil within all present. El Kladesh Svi Uva, for the equal distribution of bodily resources through the activation of inner morality. I call the angel god Nitset Uvu. All present. Debavet Usavavi, for the restoration of innocence to inner and outer senses. I call upon the angel god Arasatma to place the sigil within all present. Raktarat Havrusta, to remove illusory frequencies from the body. I call the angel god Minakvi to place your sigil within all present. Karsat Arasatma, open unified field of minds to infinite presence. I call upon the angel god Gigal Vileshvi. New star Erektavur, for the removal of heavy metals from the brain. I call upon the angel god Vilives Pahur to place your sigil within all present. Karik Nuspava, for the strengthening of the lymphatic system. And the angel god Purut Paha, place your sigil within our being. Erekta Wood, the delivering of oxygen of the energy producing organelles of brain cells. I call the angel god Suva Ta. Gerit Nuvex Pavi, for the removal of all discordance. I call the angel god Nuvex Pavita. Place your sigil within our being. Nuvex Pavi, for the revelation of absolute truth and clarity. I call the angel god Estrevananu Vash. Place your sigil within all present. Ad Ishtar Batu, for the removal of fear of survival. I call upon the angel god Unexvi Pavuta. Baras Elepi, for the restoration of angelic powers to man. I call the angel god Carista Valvillanes. Place your sigil within our being. Kal Ek Uvasta Savetvi, for the restoration of the ability to do magic in human DNA. I call upon the angel god Sipti to place your sigil within. All present. Alkva Nenubush Sparura, for the ability to work with alchemy, art, and healing. I call upon the angel god Pitri Nanunet to place your sigil within. All present. Rupa Besvek Kel Eshni, for the ability to work with the alchemy of frequency and healing. Call the angel god through Esvek, place your sigil within all present. Rabbi Uhaskara, for the removal of passions of emergency. I call upon the angel god Bristek Birista. Father Muxtabaliva, for harmony and full cooperation and might. I call upon the angel god Krugava. Place your sigil within all present. Vel ish Ustram Nen Avish, for the harmonious frequencies of heat. I call upon the angel god Klugavi Organat to place your sigil within all present. I call upon the angel god Gluava Orovit to place your sigil within all present to create fluid and graceful change of enlightenment. Bel Vas Pata, enlightenment level 2. Kin Ash Set Fevu Aranak, for rebirthing the self-development. Stibble Lesvi, place your sigil within all present. Kin Ash Halesvi Spekva, for inspired self-parenting. I call the angel god Kin In Ash Shel Pavi. Menushet Elekvi Harusta, for the complete dissolving of the magnetic matrix. I call upon the angel god Anesvi. Kava Vish Unesvi Servavu, for the glorious reunion into oneness. I call the angel god Mishpi Herava. Mish Mishet Nestu Servitut, for the reclaiming of the wholeness self. I call upon the angel god Pi Harestat. Place your sigil within all present. Nikta Uklesvi Selvuva, for the flourishing of abundant life. I call the angel god Kaanish Haresvi. Kukparak Nashtek Harut Halva, for the receiving of exponential insights. I call the angel god Mistu Parafu. Place your sigil within all present. Tu Suvetvi. For the complete inner peace and unconditional oneness, I call the angel god Mishi Vet Perez to place your sigil within all present. Nus Peresva Kin Ushta Uvekvi. For the functioning from the fullest DNA strand capacity, I call the angel god Ru Ametvi Selveva. Through a vast and direct connection for self-forgiveness through compassionate understanding, I call the angel god Usalvi Harinat. Arasnu set Vilavra Urtra Unes. For the full integratable restoration of resources, I call the angel god Petri Vilava. Nuskrek Upus Panek. For the removal of the illusion of external geometry, I call the angel god Velvatu. The Ihaves Uva Uva. For the removal of the illusion of loss, I call the angel god Wisdom. Mishet Ninesvu Kal Iswa. For the removal of cynical and deposited patterns in cosmic life, I call the angel god Kukadvi Esh Narusha. Place your sigil within all present. Sitilhur Skal Uva Neshvi. For the restoration of self-determination and sovereignty, I call the angel god Paranuth Uskalvi. Brubas Natvi Skale. Kiresh Haresvi. I call the angel god Blue Velesvi for the inner support and the activation and contribution of inner well-being. Urgva Nen Ustra Uva for the healing and implementation of skip developmental stages. In Eshtrek Selvuva for the complete elimination of possible experimentation. All upon the angel god Nusma Karus. Kalpar Brett Sesach V Karunet. For the belief that progress is easily accomplished and self-belief in our ability to succeed, I call the angel god Pri Erek Beresta. Unash Petruvi Haresva. For the removal of memory blocks of that which is. Call upon the angel god Kelset V Varuha. Parashurex for the removal of memories of that which is not, I call the angel god Trines V Arurat. In Eshparavi, for the removal of all forms of dictatorships, I call the angel god Karsvi Arunat. Stubaru Eretvi, for the balancing of all stagnation, atrophy, and hyperactivity. Nunash Erklat Pratish, for the full ability to help and interpret all perspectives, I call the angel god Ninsur Perhet Varesva. For the reclaiming sovereignty of effective expression, I call the angel god Kaanish Bel Vas Pata. I call upon the angel god Gerhut Pratlvi for establishing a relationship with effective power. Haru Salvi U Vesvi. For healing feelings of abandonment by power, I call the angel god Kodas Tretvi. Place your sigil within, all present. Cash Haru Satva Unash. For trust and infinite guidance in being heard, I call the angel god Vikinet Ulu. Mishtave Kirinukvi. For the removal of the illusion of fatigue, I call the angel god Stukva Subavet. Virsat Eleklu Vileshvi. For perpetual self-regeneration and rejuvenation, I call the angel god Naksta Minuver. Nishpaharuhit Ustat V. For removing all psychological bondage and expectations, I call the angel god Shav Inash Vet Ruvi. Paresh Taravu Kinakvi. For removing all condescension, the angel god Paaper Bashvi. Place your sigil within the present. Karstva. Step one. Uvaster. For complete trust in the perfection of human life, I call the angel god Upa Keresvi. I call forth the angel god Parabush Persivat, instructed to place your sigil within all present to create a fluid and graceful process of purification through Kaanish, or Kaanish Bel Vas Pata. Erek Pranav Podesta. For the complete dissolving of the illusion of space, I call the angel god Kireva Besvi. Place your sigil within all present. Virispakunes Viharaspat. Angel god Esta Ba Videshvi. Inavi Salva Bu Urasvi. For the complete dissolving of polarity, I call the angel god Luhas Deva. Salva B Esta B Minuva. For the complete dissolving of the four illusions of light, I call the angel god Nesta Bavi Vishnu. Lubaset Neshpahur. For the complete dissolving of the sound of the illusions of sound, the echo and the sound of vacuum, I call upon the angel god Pitri Balus. Victor Self-Detect. For the complete assimilation of potential, the angel god. Kil Esti Haruvar. To place your sigil within all present. El Eshprehar Salvustet. For the elimination of the ghost master spirit, the angel god Nunesh Urexti. To place your sigil within all present. For the complete elimination of separation in the chambers and strands of DNA, I call the angel god Ruvet Slavat. To place your sigil within all present. Uther Servu Eleshar. For the formation of a unified DNA field, I call upon the angel god Clan Ish Sarvatu. To place your sigil within all present. Nuspa Erestu Clan Ivespa. For the elimination of the templates and soul force, I call upon the angel god Malek Enestu to place your sigil within all present. Uvarit stak bavi nesva, for the dissolving of the illusion of separation and the existence of the building blocks of life, I call the angel god Uvabexvi to place your sigil within all present. Li esh uret pi hek ustava, for the dissolving of the illusion of accomplishments of the dream, I call the angel god Min Avek Leru. Place your sigil within all present. Miklesh Baruchsky, for the elimination of the illusion of the existence of external information, I call the angel god Uvexpi Arulash to place your sigil within all present. In Ash Veraba, for the removal of the belief that unfair stress can cause life forms to fail to live to their highest potential, I call the angel god Nuxpera. Unek Privesh Erenut, for the removal of the belief that the infinite loves conditional I call the angel god Kilin Nesbabek. Place your sigil within all present. Planavish Theravu, for the removal of the belief that we are imperfectly made, causing us to suffer or not to live up to the highest potential. Angel god Luxtavru Skelavik, place your sigil within all present. Anekvish Baba Erurek, for the removal of the belief that creation is based on trial and error, I call the angel god Niktu Sarvavu to place your sigil within all present. Enuvu, Enuva, Eepur, Salvuva Bekvi, for the removal of the belief that the purpose of creation is so that the infinite might learn about its own existence, I call the angel god Kalsit Heresma to place your sigil within all present. Nukthavu Skelesva, for the removal of the belief that we should have more abilities at any specific moments. I call upon the angel god Un Esbi Scalalot. Kisawur Bil Id Ubak Erovi, for the removal of the belief that the law of attention and manifestation can exist. I call upon the angel god to place your sigil within all present. Bil Ish Herset Baruka, for I call upon the angel god Bil Ish Herset Baruka to place your sigil within our being to create a fluid, graceful change of purification and it is Balaba, for the removal of the belief that unfairness and inequity can exist. I call the angel god Here is Tat Bed, place your sigil within all present. For the removal of the belief that the infinite exploits and uses us for its own purpose. Place your sigil within all present. Par ish, Davek, Saburet, Anish. For the removal of the belief that the cosmos is wrong and inevitable, or something that the infinite does not know, I call upon the angel god Hug, Baba, Uneshvi to place your sigil within all present. Al Istar, Urvavi, Unaksvi, for the removal of the illusion that the infinite, for the removal of the illusion of the infinite measuring us by unfair standards, I call the angel your sigil within all present. Ishtal Blavuk Staravi, for the removal of the illusion of the infinite requiring us to grow at an unfair pace, I call the angel to place your sigil within all present. Nishtal Blavuk for the removal of the illusion of the responsibility placed upon us being too heavy. God, so very and start El Ek Vibrish Harnu Stat, for the removal of the illusion that cosmic life is self-expression. I call upon the angel god Nixtal Balashmi. Place your sigil within all present. Adalesh Nispi, for the removal of the illusion that the English has unrealistic expectations of us. I call the angel god Urex Habi. Place your sigil within all present. Karatvi Uranesh Staruvi, for the removal of the illusion that cosmic life blocks us rather than promoting our flourishing. I call the ancient god Prat Uvra Hesvi. Place your sigil within all present. Ls Pravi Usetvi, for the removal of the illusion that life is to be endured rather than enjoyed. I call the ancient god Kiritna Uhelesh. Place your sigil within all present. For the removal of fear of failure through inadequacy, God, Gal Ek Rikpa, place your sigil within all present. Utalba Ukrekti Saruva, for the removal of fear of missing what we should know or do, I call upon the ancient gods to place your sigil within all present. Kaanish Bel Vas Pata, for the removal of the fear of not seeing or making the right choice, I call the ancient god Kalspa Erut Trahe to place your sigil within all present. Mukta Merurit Lava, for the removal of the illusion that we can be separated from what we love. I call upon the angel god Puranath Valshvi to place your sigil within all present. For the removal of the feeling that we are misplaced, that we can be anywhere we don't belong. I call the angel god Estre Mirash Piravit to place your sigil within all present. Kun Ishpret Praha Usit Beresha. Call the angel god Nukvi Staravet to place your sigil within all present for the removal of the illusion that we have an end to our journey. Skal ik week Suvavet vi. For the removal of feeling as though we are in a state of emergency because bad things may happen, I call the angel god Gil Ashpat Ubar to place your sigil within all present. Rubas Ukna vi. For the removal of the illusion that film is an external place, I call upon the angel god Kir It Nas Oravet to place your sigil within all present. Per Et Fabush Prava. For the removal of the illusion of feeling our unique gifts are not valued or understood, I call the angel god Usal present. For the removal of the feeling of being protected against harm, I call the angel god Kaanish Bel Vas Pata. Place your sigil within all present. Call forth the angel god Kaanish Bel. Place your sigil within all present to create a fluid and graceful change of purification. Kaanish Bel Vas Pata, level 5. Nustek vi velebranasvi, the attitude of surrendering to the moment, the angel god Kalabi Suvavet. Place your sigil within all present. Eret Claire Ukurovich, for the attitude of taking full responsibility for the environment, I call the angel god Silvavi Pir Esh Nuravet. Place your sigil within all present. Kinesat plubakvi erut prave. For the attitude of surrendering to inner guidance, I call the angel God Manavek to place your sigil within all present. Then Spelaba Spekvi for the complete wholeness of self through the implementation of the 144 self wheels. I call upon the angel God Bilshvabi Bin Pursat. Kilenat Esvavi Nusva for inner contentment and peace, embodying the wheels of inner peace. I call upon the angel God Kurun Ik Ustat and all present. Salva Nusvi Spla Orak U Helasvi for the embodying of the 13 wheels of manifestation of mastery. I call upon the angel God Ufera Ushavi. Ken Esh Ar Aruk Nik Verti Usala. I call upon the ancient God Ufabex bin Us to place your sigil within all present for the complete synchronization of our environment with the perfection of our individuation. Let me embody one wheel that contains all, the wheel of higher consciousness. Just bear with me for a second. I'm just going to get the wheels up here. The wheels of manifestation of mastery. First, the four wheels of inner peace. Delighting in the flow of change. Living in the light of complete self-honesty. Living in the perfect harmonious inner integration. Finding and cherishing inner home. Now the wheels of manifestation of mastery. Letting our light shine to the fullest. I instruct all of these wheels to go through everyone present here at this time. And I'm also dedicating this beautiful Kaanish Bel Vas Pata to all mothers everywhere because it's Mother's Day in Ireland. So I hope this blesses all mothers' lives everywhere. Letting our light shine to the fullest. Expecting miracles with hearts of hope. Acknowledging our divine heritage as creators of the infinite. Embracing our divine perfection. Seeing our beauty and majesty reflected in nature. Knowing all lives within us. Claiming all knowledge and effortless knowing. Living in the sovereignty of self-expression. Taking full responsibility for the quality of each moment. Living with the glory of elegance. Pleasing our hearts first, that giving may come from fullness. Dedicating our lives to being the embodiment of immortal glory. Living each moment just 144 self-wheels. The wheel of adoration in action, the wheel of adoration of the infinite. Wheel of highly refined frequency and light. The wheel of ultimate refinement of life. The wheel of passionate exploration. The wheel of self-exploration. wheel of gratification in beingness, wheel of self-courage, wheel of self-sufficiency, the wheel of self-knowledge, wheel of self-gratitude, wheel of self-praise, the wheel of self-celebration, wheel of self-beauty, the wheel of self-grace, the wheel of self-sustenance, the wheel of integrated oneness, the wheel of fire within, the wheel of self-truth, the wheel of self-trust, the wheel of self-generated resources, the wheel of entrained frequency, the wheel of innocence, the wheel of purity, the wheel of adoration in action, the wheel of regeneration, the wheel of self-respect, the wheel of self-directed desires of the heart, the wheel of joy in creation, the wheel of self-mastery in action, the wheel of self-seeing perfection, the wheel of compassionate understanding, the wheel of self-confidence, the wheel of self-acceptance, the wheel of clarity, the wheel of self-belief, the wheel of self-determination, the wheel of interconnectedness, the wheel of self-motivation, the wheel of pristine coexistence with nature, the wheel of self-accomplishment, the wheel of self-love in doingness, the wheel of self-light in beingness, the wheel of self-perception, the wheel of unlimited access to knowledge, the wheel of experiential knowledge, the wheel of self-dignity, the wheel of the wheel of fluidity and mastery, the wheel of self-discovery, the wheel of devoted service to the infinite, the wheel of appreciation of self-perfection, the wheel of appreciating self and external beauty, the wheel of collective multiplying, the wheel of appreciating beauty, the wheel of self-guidance, the wheel of self-acknowledgement, the wheel of self-generated focus in life, the wheel of desires of thought, the wheel of balance in motion, the wheel of alliances with infinite intent, the wheel of self-appreciation, the wheel of self-responsibility, the wheel of self-reliance, the wheel of acknowledging self-contributions, the wheel of seeing the value of all life, the wheel of unified fields, the wheel of exponential growth, the wheel of self-awareness, the wheel of birthing new paradigms, the wheel of self-empowerment, the wheel of purification, the wheel of luminous living, the wheel of self-recognition of uniqueness. Let me say that again, the wheel of self-recognition of uniqueness, the wheel of integrated sub-personalities, the wheel of embracing life, the wheel of inclusiveness, the wheel of self-purity, the wheel of enthusiastic surrender to the now, the wheel of self-nurturing, the wheel of self-stability through faith, the wheel of self-assurance through humility, the wheel of listening with the heart, the wheel of self-delight, the wheel of delighted self-expression, the wheel of self-encouragement, the wheel of moving horizons, the wheel of cooperative endeavors, the wheel of communion with nature, the wheel of exploration of self through others, the wheel of acknowledging self-divinity, the wheel of interpretive dance, the wheel of appreciative awareness of details, the wheel of efficient use of resources, the wheel of humble assimilation of new potential, the wheel of countless achievements, the wheel of expanded aspirations, the wheel of deepening experiences, the wheel of fluidly shifting consciousness. Wheel of self-wisdom, wheel of self-assessment, wheel of simplicity of choices, wheel of freedom from nostalgia of past, wheel of collaboration to do life-enhancing work, wheel of creating new memories, wheel of boundless growth through grace, wheel of individual relationship with the infinite, wheel of abundant living, the wheel of joyful journey of discovery, wheel of emotional self-fulfillment, wheel of new creation, the wheel of all-encompassing presence, wheel of releasing duty, wheel of releasing resistance, the wheel of authenticity, the wheel of self-manifested health, wheel of one heart mind, wheel of pristine creations, wheel of imaginative expression, the wheel of expanding inner sight, the wheel of heaven on earth, the wheel of acknowledging Earth's divinity, the wheel of communion with the infinite, the wheel of complete release, the wheel of deeper understanding of the infinite, the wheel of dissolving obsolete, the wheel of unlimited learning, excuse me, the wheel of dissolving dysfunctionality, the wheel of complete trust in divine order, the wheel of flowering, the wheel of honoring diversity, the wheel of oneness with the infinite, the wheel of full emotional expression, the wheel of eternal life, the wheel of creating sacred space. Say that again, the wheel of creating sacred space, the wheel of physical manifestation, the wheel of restoring, the wheel of restoration, the magical life, wheel of mastery in alchemy, wheel of becoming divine architects, wheel of instant access to infinite knowledge, the wheel of restoration of magical kingdoms, wheel of dissolving stagnant boundaries, wheel of dissolving programming, the wheel of perfect harmony, the wheel of limitless creativity, the wheel of unobstructive living, the wheel of everlasting guidance by the infinite, and the one wheel that contains all, the wheel of higher consciousness. I end this holy and sacred healing. Grace, love, gratitude. Presence, intimacy, self-love.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Vanessa,
That was amazing.
Hi, Tudor?
hi. May I ask you a short question, brief question? The
Yes.
last wheel, you after the 144 wheels, you said the wheel of infinite consciousness or something like that. Is it the same as the one wheel that contains all? It's at the end of Kaanish Bel Vas Pata book. This one.
This one.
This one.
What the one wheel that contains all, is that what you're asking?
It's in the book Kaanish Bel Vas Pata, but it's at the very end. So I'll search maybe. I'll search for the one you have shown.
I think it was updated. I think that was updated a while ago. So that's the
That was
one
updated.
wheel that contains also the wheel of higher consciousness. But I can send you a picture of it and send it to you.
So it's actually the same than this, but updated. So we should use that one.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
exactly.
please send one in due time. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
So I'd like to just take a moment to just thank Vanessa for her contribution here, and also just to, with gratitude, acknowledge her
Thank you very
for the
much.
beautiful being that she is, and for the
Very much.
contribution she
I'm
makes to
blushing.
the unfoldment of life. And from my perspective, she's a being who many times, as an Argyle, and I have known Vanessa for many years. We met at one of Almine's retreats back in 2007, and she for many years has helped to prevent just cataclysms on the planet. So I'd like to just acknowledge her today for her beautiful contributions, and to all of you here today as well. So I'm just going to take a moment. If you'd like to get yourself a glass of water or a little cup of tea, and we can resume in just under 5 minutes, and we'll finish with a meditation that I have chosen from Almine. It's from the Ultimate Meditation course number 3, and I feel that because of the sacredness of everything that we have done in the last hours, that we should just finish with a closing prayer and close the session at that point. And just keep the stillness and the beauty of the gathering that we have today, within our being. So just take literally just 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll start back promptly to do the meditation from Almine. Thank you, everybody, and thank you so much for your presence today, or this evening for some of you. It's a total blessing as always.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Love all of you.
So we're going to begin the meditation from Almine's Ultimate Meditation course, Meditation 3 course, and this meditation is called the Grounding Rod of Your Being. So just make sure you're in a nice, relaxed, comfortable state. You may want to wrap yourself up in a blanket to stay nice and cozy, and just be aware of any tension that you might be holding in your body, that you just take a few deep breaths, focusing on the areas of tension, and then just breathe the tension out through these spaces.
With deep breaths, place yourself in a state of meditation. Allow the tension to flow from your body. Breathe out any resistance to any parts of life. You are the center of your reality. All you can ever know is your reality. Allow yourself to know that as anything changes within, so everything in your reality has to change likewise. Compare it to a tube full of marbles. If you add one more marble on one end, no matter how long the tube is, all marbles must shift, dropping one out of the opposite end. You are not only the center of your reality, but a grounding rod for all life within it. The pranic tube extends from your crown through the base of your spine. It is that which grounds the electrical energy of the activity of the world around you, as well as the magnetic energy of all the seething emotions of humanity and beyond. As a grounding rod, you prevent catastrophes as a method of bringing forced change. As long as you live from the center of your reality, as the grounding rod of all life within it, catastrophic events are averted for yourself and for others. Nishtarich ninese, Birsu parvech, Klava shnesavich, Perit uklat, Persperech nanas. You do not just have 7 chakras, or even 12, but 24. extending all the way to a hand length below your feet into the ground. The pranic tube does not end at the base of the spine, but as a grounding rod, it goes a hand length into the ground, all the way straight down from the crown. Begin by envisioning the grounding rod, first just as the pranic tube, from the crown to the perineum, the base of the spine. For every person, the diameter of the pranic tube is the equivalent of their thumb and their middle finger together. See the pranic tube glowing brightly. And now see it change to white light, encompassing the colors of all the chakras. Intend that all programs of existence that lie in it like spider webs be removed through the frequency of your being, through the eternalness of that which you really are. Now see it start to extend from the base of the spine all the way straight down until it is a hand length into the ground. Now see it extend a hand length above the crown. This is the grounding rod of your being. See the white glow of the white light that is filling the pranic tube. As you observe this pranic tube that is the lightning rod and the center of your entire reality, see the light grow brighter and brighter until all spider webs, all belief systems and programs are gone. In shadowless luminosity, it glows all the way to the tip of your fingers if you were to place your hand on top of your crown. Envision yourself in the middle of your reality. See the busyness of the world in its survival consciousness, in its desire to get, to achieve, to become, to change. See everything grow still as you rest in the power of this central core. Crazy, brown motion of the cosmos around you becomes still. Everything settles into a deep contentment. Eshkiarach nasaba, mistu archberech ustava, kelsaruch nasa, eshte minech. Center of my existence is my embodiment. It includes my inner space and my outer space. I am that which brings stillness, graceful change, and elegant revelations of my being. Throughout eternity, I am that through which my reality evolves. Steyechne asparuch kilsaratrach meshite arechneset kluhasparech eskle ni usachve granuvas. Exponential change, like the ripples in a pond. From a single pebble takes place as I release the bondage of my beliefs. All life hears and feels the ripples of freedom from the matrix, from the past that is also the future. Es da mich gewiss, ich gehe nach Sebevi. I know that wherever I go, catastrophic change is obsolete. Graceful changes flow, yet changeless am I. I am at all times connected with the earth. I am the bridge between earth and sky. In me, sacred marriage of masculine and feminine is complete. The way a radio beacon beams out its airwaves in all directions, so you beam out the highest truth that unfolds through you every moment. Envision yourself in your daily life, how every action changes all things. When programs hinder our lightning rod, we cannot fulfill this divine mission as the one who creates peace on earth. How will you live a surrendered life? How will you be the flute of infinite music, playing through you, broadcast in all directions? Envision this now.
Before we close this evening, for those of you who are joining us in the evening time, I just wanted to share with you a visionary experience that I had as we were doing the meditation, toward the end of the meditation. So I saw the entire earth veiled in the misty white light of the infinite. And with this came the words, "This is the end of it now," in relation to the illusions and tyranny that have been. Earth is cradled by our loving protection. And just to close, we're going to finish with a little closing prayer. And I'd like to paraphrase something that Rahir mentioned for the ceremony. And he said, even on the darkest day, gratitude for even a tiny sliver of light increases it 100-fold. May gratitude be our constant companion upon our eternal journey. May each breath be gratitude, each strand of hair, each tear, each smile, each act, each moment of stillness. Let illusion dissolve through the loving gaze of the infinite within the portal of our eyes. With many blessings, and thanks to all of you for being here today.
Kaanish